Good afternoon. I am so glad to welcome you into a new week of trends. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. My name is Ofonono Joseph and I welcome you to #trending on Spectrum Television. This week we have a whole lot of things that is trending. But on a very sad note, while the Christians are remembering the pains, the suffering, crucifixion, burial and resurrection of Jesus Christ, they call it Easter. Something very horrific, terrible happened in Jos Plateau State, where we had mass killings last night, breaking today, and netizens have been thrown into mourning as families of the victims are seen crying and bodies lying all over on the floor. Over 40 persons were killed in the Jos massacre because bandits just stormed into the village and started shooting sporadically. I don't know what to say, but maybe when you see the videos, please, viewers' discretion is advised because this video might be very disturbing. Let us see what happened in Jos last night. This is what happened last night in the evening, past 7 p.m. to 8 and breaking today. Family members have realized that they have lost their loved ones, and there has been a curfew, imposed in Jos, but some persons defy the curfew. But we're going to talk about that in the next trend. For now, our hearts and prayers goes out to all the bereaved families in Jos Plateau State. For now, maybe our hands are tied because we would do something, but we're calling on the government of Plateau State under the leadership of Governor Caleb Manasseh Mufwang to do something about the incessant and recent killings in Jos Plateau State. Let us take comments on social media as you send in yours. I don't know what you think about this particular, horrible occurrence in Jos. Joseph Matthew says we should take those bodies and lay them down in front of those barracks and some of the bodies in front of the government house. Nobody should remove them. We should be there protesting. Let them see people that have been killed when they followed. That's from Joseph Matthew. But says at some point the pain just becomes normal. That's when you know a people who have been truly broken. No, we're not going to normalize this. Killings, murders, taking the lives of innocent people just like that cannot be made to be normal in Nigeria because human beings, their lives are very important. They're not chickens. Talking about what's happening in Jos Plateau State, the governor of Plateau State had imposed a curfew, but no, residents came out en masse to walk on the streets to check on their family members, not knowing who was killed, as bullets were there, dead bodies were there, some places were burned, and they were just moving about in protest. But at some point, the governor of Plateau State, Governor Caleb Mufwang, came in an armored tank to address the mourning, the devastating people of Plateau State. Even when the curfew was imposed, these are thousands of people coming out in Jos to protest the murders and the killings that's ongoing. Well, after this, we're going to see the video of the governor addressing people. And even at that, people were saying, why are you protecting yourself? Are we the ones that are vulnerable? Are we the ones that are susceptible to bandits coming to kill us? Why are you in an armor tank addressing the crying and mourning populace in Plateau State, Jos? Let's see the video of the governor addressing his people and calling for calm.
Matasa kuna ji na idan kun yi shiru zan zo duk inda kuke so in zo.
Kai ku yi shiru
The governor right there was calling for calm. But when you're broken, when you're hurt, when you're pained and you've been crying and calling for help for the longest, yet something hurtful and painful, this terrific, gory, keeps on happening. People do not want to listen to peace talks anymore. People do not want to listen to whatever somebody wants to say anymore. They want to see action. They want to see that their territory is protected. They want to know that their lives are valued. I just hope that in the midst of the governor of Plateau State addressing the citizens of Plateau State, something will be done to curb the killings in Plateau State, in the northern part of Nigeria especially. I don't know what you think of this video. Send in your thought and comment. Let's take 2 comments from Twitter and move to the next story. We are feeling the pains of our brothers and sisters, and we are praying that God comforts those families that are bereaved, and an end to these killings, this insecurity comes to an abrupt end, not just in the northern part of Nigeria, but in Nigeria as a whole. Let's forge ahead to an entertainment trend about our Nollywood legends. In a viral video, we are seeing Funke Akindele snubbing Toyin Abraham during the movie premiere of The Return of Atunde in Lagos, Victoria Island. So Toyin went to greet Funke Akindele, but she did not reciprocate the greeting. And people are saying there has been a beef, you know, something like that. But whatever the case is, being that they are celebrities, that they are public figures, and this is a social gathering, she was at least supposed to shove everything they had beside, the beef, you know, the misunderstanding aside, and then just maybe smile and reciprocate the greeting from Toyin Abraham, and not the attitude she put up here by, you know, throwing her face to the other side while Toyin Abraham was trying to be, you know, to exchange pleasantries with her. Well, I don't know the problem they had before now, but I am pretty sure that this does not sit well with a lot of persons. So many celebrities have come to make posts about these. As a matter of fact, Toyin Abraham has unfollowed Funke Akindele, and she has made a post on Instagram saying that she will never ever try getting closer to Funke Akindele anymore, and if she ever wants to greet her in any gathering again, she gave herself a certain name that I will not call right here on live TV. I don't know what you think of this video, but we're going to take few comments on social media. When the elephant fight is the grass that suffers. We do not know why they're quarreling, But here, we're seeing the outcome in a social gathering. Let's take a few comments on social media. Daisy says, no need to pretend. Show them you are angry at them or don't even like them. I highly recommend these than smiling to their face while you gossip and hate on them behind them. Okay, behind their back. That's Daisy talking there. Yes, you cannot, tell how some people react to quarrels. All right, Sonek says, I dislike people like Toyin Abraham. They hurt you behind the scene, act good in front of the camera, and when you react by not pretending and accepting the okay, people start seeing you as the problem. Run away from people like that. Like I said, these are two big names. When you mention Nollywood, these are friends. These two people, Funke Akindele and Toyin Abraham, are from the Yoruba tribe, okay, ethnic group. Yet we are seeing what we're seeing, and they're even bringing it to the public space. But I don't know the beginning or the start of their feud. Some persons are saying, okay, you would have just pretended. And some are saying, no, be you, okay? Do not pretend. Let people know that you're upset with them because of what they did to you. You're sending your thought and comments. Do you think that Funke Akindele would have played along, pretending to be her friend, when truly they know that they are not in good terms? Let's talk about, I don't know, this house owner and tenants issue in Nigeria has been a talk of the country, coupled with the epileptic supply of electricity in Nigeria for the longest. This particular video we're about to see happened in Lagos. We're seeing that an elderly landlady gave a quit notice to a particular lady. And when the lady finally agreed to pack out, she spent like 2 months extra in the building. And when she wanted to pack out, this elderly lady is over 70 years old. Yes. So she had to grab the tenant by her clothes, the altercation that we're seeing in the video, and asking the tenant not to leave until she paid the 2 months rent to her. And this has been going on for the longest. People are trying to separate them, but the elderly woman seems to be very strong, stronger than the younger persons, and I guess she was just respecting her, so she did not want to hit her. But I don't know what you think of this particular video. Was she supposed to pay the 2 months extra that she stayed for, or it was okay that the landlady could just overlook and let her pack out because she was given a quit notice to pack out? I don't know what you think of this, coupled with the fact that the issue of landowners and tenants has been going on for the longest in Nigeria. Should there be a law that, a body to really look into this, to coin a law so that both parties will abide by the rules and regulations guiding house owners and tenants? I don't know what you would think, but let's take 2 comments from Twitter about this particular video. Sky Mike Crypto says, always avoid staying with landlord or landlady, same compound. The wahala too much sometimes. Okay, from Sky Mike Crypto. Akobi Oyemekun, stop judging. She's fighting a mental health battle that most of you can't see because she's an adult who has learned to mask it. Most people trading insults with her have no idea they are attacking a person who is fundamentally unwell. Okay, some are of the thoughts that this woman, this elderly woman, the landlady, is mentally unstable. She could be suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's disease, or some other diseases associated with aging with the elderly, and nobody is aware. Lest you can't be the one to issue a quit notice to somebody and still not allow the person to leave your compound. All right, so I don't know what you think of the video and the ones you know, the altercations between landowners and their tenants. But for now, that is where we will close on hashtag trending today. So let us take the word that we have for today, and being that it is a money making Monday, we will take the quote for today and call it a wrap. But for now, the word of the day. What is the word that we have for today? The word of the day is oblivion. 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 Sincere apologies, we're not going to be able to pull out the word on the screen, but the spelling of oblivion is Oblivion. Oblivion. And oblivion can refer to the state of something that is not remembered or thought about anymore, or to the state of being unconscious or unaware. That is the meaning of oblivion. A sentence example of oblivion is: after so many days of exhaustingly difficult work, he longed for the oblivion of sleep. All right, remember, the word of the day is oblivion. All right, let's take a quote for Monday to help us, keep our head straight and focused. And this quote is from Theodore Roosevelt. He says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Believe, tell yourself, believe you can, and you're halfway there. That is the money making Monday quote that we have for you today. Keep on keeping on. Do not give up just yet on yourself. My name is Ofonono Joseph, and I enjoyed myself having to share this story with you this Monday afternoon. It's a new week, and I'm wishing you all the good things this new week. Of course, it is the month end. I am going to see you tomorrow by the grace of God. For now, it's a wrap.